everyone. The scientist that I would like to highlight to you is Sally Ride. Sally was the youngest American astronaut. She was also the first American woman in space at the age of 32. She left NASA in 1987 and went on to work as a physics professor at the University of California in San Diego. She was the only person to work on the investigation panels for both the Challenger disaster and the Columbia shuttle disaster. So she was really quite important to both of those. And she was the first known LGBT astronaut. It turned out after her death in 2012 that her partner for the previous 27 years had been female. So yeah, that's Sally Ride, the first American woman in space, the youngest American astronaut, and the first known LGBT astronaut. Quite a CV.
The scientist that I'm going to speak to you about is Ben Bars. Ben Bars was a neurobiologist who did a huge amount of work on the role of glial cells in relation to the way that they interact with neurons, especially in their brain. And he made a huge contribution to the understanding of this field of neurobiology. Ben Bars was born, Barbara Bars, in 1954 and was the first openly transgender scientist at Stanford University. During his early career, or his early academic career as Barbara Bars, he experienced a great deal of sexism, and indeed there was one incident where he had solved a really, really difficult maths problem, but wasn't given the credit for it, and his professor said, "It couldn't possibly have been you, Barbara. It must have been your brother, or it must have been your boyfriend who solved that problem for you." After transitioning in 1997, Ben became a huge advocate for both raising the profile of women in science and raising the profile of LGBTQ people in science. When he died in 2017, he left not only a legacy in the field of neurobiology, but also a lasting legacy in his advocacy for both women and the LGBT community.